One of my subscribers has asked me to rebuild the Los Angeles Chargers, but if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and or subscribe. The channel is actually growing a lot faster than it used to. So if you guys do want to be an OG of the channel before we hit 10,000 subscribers, make sure you like and or subscribe. And if you guys do like today's video, and if this video gets to 100 likes, I will do a 10-year rebuild of your choice. The top comment of this video will be the 10-year rebuild, so let me know down in the comments below. But of course, this video first has to get to 100 likes, and if it doesn't get to 100 likes, guess what? I'm not doing the rebuild. That's just how it works here. But anyways, guys, apart from that, not going to be wasting any more time. Let's get into this rebuild. Now, I want to fire Brandon Staley as the head coach first off, but it won't let me. I can fire the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator, but it won't let me fire Brandon Staley. So I guess that's going to have to wait till next season. But for the overlook of the team, obviously, Herbert, he's an amazing quarterback. I just need him to get the right play calls and a healthy team, and Herbert would be a lot better position than he would be now. Would he be better than all these other top QBs? Maybe, maybe not. You can't really argue it because obviously he's not as of right now. You can't say he's better than Joe Burrow if he obviously doesn't have the stats. Him and the rest of the team around him is underperforming, except for Keenan Allen. He's been balling out, but injuries is a huge problem. His head coach is a huge problem. Offensive coordinator really isn't that amazing either. But anyways, for the rest of the team, Austin Ekeler is great when healthy. Keenan Allen, amazing when healthy, and so far this year he's been healthy. Joshua Palmer has actually been very underrated. Mike Williams, he's out for the year. I'm just going to put him all the way at the bottom. Quentin Johnson, hopefully they can get more out of him. And then on the O-line, great when it's healthy, just like the rest of the team. Gerald Everett, he gives up on a lot of plays, but whenever he actually tries to play, he's actually a decent tight end. For the defense, this is the second highest paid defense in the NFL, and it's ranked at 31st. The second worst defense is the second highest paid defense in the NFL. That's pretty pitiful. Hopefully we can change that. Derwin James, amazing when healthy. Joey Bosa, amazing when healthy. This team needs to stay healthy, for the love of God. Kenneth Murray, he's been very underperforming, but in Madden, he's a 74 overall. He has star dev. There's no reason not to keep him on this team. In real life, he's not been crazy, not really been good. I need some new DBs. They lost J.C. Jackson because they traded him back to the Patriots because, quite frankly, he was underperforming and injured like the rest of the team. But anyways, hopefully I can fix this team. Let's move in at the midseason mark. And we are 2-4, just like the Chargers in real life. The Bears are 0-7 in simulation, so we're going to see how they do. And also, in real life, I'm going to this game in real life, so that's going to be a sick game. Of course, I'm going for the Chargers. I'm not going for the garbage Bears team. But we're going to see what we got for the Scouting National Focus. I think for this team, it needs to be DB here. I mean, yes, you have offensive struggles too. Defense is ranked second worst in the league. You need a free safety. Maybe Khalil Mack's getting a little bit old and that contract is really high. Negative $21 million. I can't re-sign Austin Ekeler. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. I need Austin Ekeler back. I will do what it takes. I will start trading Khalil Mack. I will start trading a bunch of these players away to keep Austin Ekeler on this team because X-Factor running backs in Madden are nuts. I know the Chargers probably won't do anything in real life to actually pursue Austin Ekeler because they didn't really care about his contract last year, but in Madden, different story. In Madden, it's a different story. I need Austin Ekeler on this team. Corey Linsley, I need him as a center. I don't need Michael Davis taking up $7.4 million. Can I just cut his contract or just trade him away? A 7 sounds fair to me. Does that work? 4 and a 7 for Michael Davis. I need to clear cap on this team immediately. How much closer does that get me to re-signing Austin Ekeler? Okay, I'm more in debt now. Can I renegotiate his contract back? Cap restructure space would be $39 million. Our estimated cap for next year would be negative 22. I'm going to renegotiate his contract. I'll restructure this. I'm going to have to bite that bullet. I need Austin Ekeler on this team. He's an X factor. He's a 90 overall. Khalil Mack's already regressed to an 84. I don't need Khalil Mack necessarily for this rebuild. I need Austin Ekeler. He's an X factor. He resigns. Gerald Everett, don't necessarily need. He's going to be aging. I want Kenneth Murray for the long term because, again, he's young, star dev. They're probably not going to re-sign him in real life just like Austin Ekeler. But, again, this is Madden. It's a little bit different. I don't want to trade a bunch of players away, but I will re-sign Kenneth Murray. The rest of these guys are going to have to walk. I'm going to have to bite a huge bullet here for Khalil Mack and accept that option, 50 option for Sean Slater. hopefully we can do something for the playoffs here. What is our team looking like? Our defense sucks just like in real life. Our passing game is good. Our rushing game is terrible. Let's move into the playoffs. And we finished 5-12, bottom of the division. Thank you, EA. I love your devotion to this game. It's my favorite. Stats and awards. Justin Herbert. 24 touchdowns isn't a lot, but the passing yards is nice. 19th best offense. Worst defense, so I guess it's realistic. Basically the worst defense. 4,100 yards, 24 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 98 pass rating. Not something you want to see from someone who's a 90 overall superstar dev. Austin Eckler. Bro, I sacrificed my life to give you a contract, and this is the numbers you give me. Pitiful. Gerald Everett actually was the best receiver on our team. Keenan Allen, 8 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Not even worth mentioning these other guys. Defensively, Eric Kendricks, 158 tackles for a loss, 16 for Morgan Fox, really? 7.5 for Joey Bosa. Khalil Mack did nothing. Okay. Interceptions, 2 for JT Woods. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. Also on this team, I kind of want to trade Mike Williams because in real life, he doesn't really do much other than sit on IR, but let's move in to the offseason. And the Chiefs blow out the Packers in the Super Bowl. Would that be considered a blowout? Yeah, it's more than 3 scores, I would say. Trent McDuffie wins the Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins the league MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. There are no awards here for the Los Angeles Chargers. Unfortunately, Quentin Johnson wouldn't get Rookie of the Year, just like how he's not going to get it in real life. See what we got for the AFC West. As unfortunately, no Chargers retire. I was really hoping Khalil Mack would retire so I wouldn't have to pay him, but he's coming back next year for that bag. And as I mentioned before, I want Mike Williams off the team just because, again, yes, he's the highest overall rated receiver in real life. He doesn't do that much, and in Madden, he's honestly not that good. He's 29. He's taking up a lot of cap. Cap is a big thing right now for this team, and we're so far in cap debt. And also, the team isn't that good. Gerald Everett's a superstar. I'm not even going to be re-signing him. Eric Kendricks is back to a superstar. Gilman is a superstar. Woods, who is this guy? JT Woods out of Baylor. I'm pretty sure he's a rotational sub linebacker. That's how he got that. How old is Gilman? Alani Gilman out of Notre Dame's 26, but he really doesn't look that amazing. Starts regression in 2 year, wanting to make it to an 80 overall, I would assume. But unfortunate. A lot of cap to work out with this team. Let's move to the re-signings. For the re-signings, of course, I'm going to accept Rashawn Slater's 5th-year option. He's been a beast when he's healthy. Can't re-sign anyone. We're negative $21 million, so we're losing Gerald Everett. Alani Gilman, the safety that I wasn't really interested in the first place. Joshua Kelly, Jalen Guyton, who I actually kind of like in real life. Just, again, injuries. That's just all the Chargers are, just injuries, along with the Niners. Seems like every California team just gets injured. But obviously don't have money for free agency, so let's skip to the draft. With pick number 4 in the draft, Cassidy Toon looks sick. This guy looks really good so far. Physical skills, elite speed, elite acceleration, runs a 4.38. What's his height? He's 6'2" and runs a 4.38, dude. A man coverage, A hit power as a DB. Put this man at safety. B zone coverage, B tackle, B press. He looks more like a safety. And with a 4.38 at a safety, that would be sick. I'm going to draft KC Toon at pick number 4 in the draft. Hidden dev, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 6'2", 203 out of Auburn. He looks sick. I'm going to move him to free safety with A hit power, B zone coverage, A man coverage, super fast. It would be amazing for the team. In the 3rd round, we're picking up our new tight end, Ryland Curley out of Penn State, 6'3", 260. Hidden dev, of course, 86 acceleration, A awareness, A carrying, B catching, B run block. He's going to be the new tight end. That key thing here, we don't have to pay him. And with my other 4th round pick, remember I got a 4th round pick from the Cardinals, which is what it was before. DB Max Felton out of Ohio State, 6'1", 195, hidden dev, 91 speed, 89 acceleration, A press, B zone coverage, B catching, B hit power. He looks more of a DB to me. Now this is the team after the draft. Curley is a 71 overall. I'm going to change the scheme here to Buffalo because Buffalo's playbook focuses on the wide receiver 1 and Kansas City focuses on the tight end. And I'm going to switch to the Las Vegas defense for a 3-4 scheme. 4-3, you want to do Atlanta's defense is what I like to do. And as I mentioned before, I don't want Mike Williams on this team, but a next year's first and then a this year's 3rd, I think would be fair. They're not willing to give up pick number 3. Mike Williams for a 1st and a 3rd. I don't know if they could get that in real life considering he's on IR in real life, but hey. Next year's 1st, this year's 3rd, works for me. Don't want Mike Williams. I can't afford his cap, so I wouldn't be able to re-sign him. I can't re-sign anyone else here. And Khalil Mack, I want to trade him too. He's super old, 33. He's regressing into the ground. Is anyone even willing to take him? Cam Dantzler. I wouldn't mind Cam Dantzler, actually, because he is 25. Yeah, Cam Dantzler and a 4th round pick for Khalil Mack seems fair to me. Khalil Mack for Cam Dantzler and a 4th round pick. Now I got those caps out of the way. I'm still going to have to take their penalty probably. So this is the roster I'm going to work with. We're rebuilding from here. I really want to move into a 4-3, but I don't have the D-line to stack that. Toon looks amazing. He's an 82 overall. Cassidy Toon, what's his hit power? 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 82 man, 76 zone, block shedding injury. Am I stupid? Hit power 74. So that's still good, and he's wearing 32. I thought he was going to be wearing 33. Derwin James' old number. Can I give him 33? That'd be sick. I can't. That's unfortunate, but we're going to move Cassidy Toon to free safety because I think he's going to be way better at free safety. Moves to an 82. That's fine. Felton is a 69 overall. We're going to keep him at the 3 here. I got him in the 4th round. Specialist Felton's going to be in the slot as well. And this team shaped up a lot better in one season. We needed to keep Austin Eckler. We did. And this team looks a lot, and I mean a lot better now, especially with the receivers that I have. And apart from that, guys, Keenan Allen's getting old. He's probably going to retire in this season. But year number 2, let's get to the midseason. Here we are at the midseason mark, 4-3, second in the division. Significant improvement from the previous season, which was 2-4. Obviously, let's see what we got for the scouting national focus. DBs seems all right now. Cam Dantzler, Asante Samuel Jr. in the 4th round pick. Won't necessarily do it, but I don't know if I'll be able to get anyone else necessarily. I feel like defensive tackle, D-line, should definitely be a huge need for the Chargers, especially in real life. I tried to address it in the 2nd round. In the last draft, it was just normal dev, as you saw from the depth chart if you looked at that player. But Asante Samuel, 24, star dev, do want to keep him on the team. $45 million now. I thought we would be in negative for the penalties. Joshua Palmer, I do want to keep long term. He's 24, star dev, 80 overall. I want to keep him long term. Very player friendly. If he doesn't want to be here, I want to keep him. Keenan Allen, he wants 3 years. You're going to regress pretty hard. You're 32 years old. I want to see how far your overall goes down whenever you hit regression by the end of the season. Sebastian Joseph Day, he's going to be 30. He's going to drop below a 75. Eric Hendricks, he's old. He's going to drop. I don't want him either. And besides, I have to pay out Herbert's massive contract. Pretty sure he's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL as of right now. J.K. Scott, wouldn't mind a punter long-term, 5-year deal for him. He resigns. Star dev, 76 overall. J.K. Scott's not that bad. Zion Johnson, I would like to accept this option if I can because he doesn't have a, player interest. But apart from that, we look good so far. 4-3. Let's see. We have a tough schedule. We have to play the Bengals, then the Chiefs, and the Browns, who are pretty good in simulation. But let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, 12-5, top of the division, coming off a win to the Week 18 Broncos, 13-10. Funny that we beat them because we're here to play them in the wild card round. And knowing Madden, it doesn't matter. We're going to lose them in the wild card because that's just how Madden works. In year number 2, stats and awards, Herbert did not do good. Previous season looked better. 11th best offense, though. 8th best defense. That's the improvement. Yeah, worst season, less yards, less touchdowns, but 1 less interception. I think he had 24 touchdowns last time, 4,100 yards, and 9 interceptions. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. 96 pass rating. Not that good of a year, if I'm being honest. Rushing-wise, Austin Eckler's back. 17 touchdowns, 4.6 per carry, 1,400 yards is great. Quentin Johnson, nobody got 1,000 yards. Good ball distribution, though. Curley, almost 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Palmer, 1 touchdown, 800 yards. Keenan Allen, 7 touchdowns, 900 yards. Quentin Johnson, 925 yards and 6 touchdowns. But looking at it defensively, Kenneth Murray, 123 tackles for a loss, 12 for Thule. Okay, I'm not pronouncing that. Sacks, 12 for Thule. So he's definitely going to be a starter for us as he's going to have star dev now. 12 sacks, doing better than Joey Bosa. Like, compare their stats. He has more solos. He has less assists. He has less total tackles. He has same tackles for a loss and less sacks, but he has an interception. Interceptions, 5 for Derwin James, 3 for Eric Hendricks. Did Toon. Toon got 2. He got a tackle for a loss, no sacks, 62 tackles. I like him at free safety. Hopefully he's an X factor. Safety, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. We're going to see what we got against the Denver Broncos. I'm sure it won't matter because EA will always just be like, yeah, you beat them in Week 18, so you should beat them in the wild card, right? Wrong. But never mind. I should just hold my tongue. But we're here to face the 8-9 Titans, who have superstar X Factor Derrick Henry. Just because you have a good record doesn't mean you can beat Derrick Henry in the divisional round. Trust me, I'm a Ravens fan. I would know. But let's see what we got against the 8-9 Tennessee Titans. I would assume in Madden we would beat them, correct? Yes. 38-14, here to face the 14-3 Buffalo Bills. We have some upgrade players. I want to make sure that these guys do get upgraded for this Buffalo Bills matchup. And this is going to be the hardest matchup so far. 86 overall team. We're an 85 overall team. 14-3 Buffalo Bills. Let's see if we can beat them in the conference championship. Here we are against the Buffalo Bills. 0-0 start. 7-0 start. They strike first. It's 3-7. Come on, they didn't get anything. Was that a turnover in the red zone? 6-7. Come on, offense. You know you have to get in the end zone to win a game. I know, it's a crazy philosophy. 21-6. Get in the end zone, damn it, dude. 13-21. We're going to lose. 20-28. I could send this to overtime. Get better field position. End game drive. 4th down alert already? What are you doing? I have to hop in and do everything, bro? Come on. 4th down and 4. Going to be looking for Keenan Allen. I got him. They player bumped him heavy, but Keenan Allen on the run. Can we get up to the line in time and spike this ball, please? No, I want to play the full game. I want to play the full game, please. Get up to the line and do not drain the clock on me. They're going to drain it anyways. Snap the ball, snap the ball, snap the ball. What? The game is rigged. Oh my God, bro. We're going to lose. We're going to lose because I wanted to go up and spike the ball, and the game said, good job, you got a 1st down. I was like, thanks, now let me spike the ball. And then I try to hurry up to the line. They drain the clock on me, and I can't get another playoff. Thank you, EA, for making this garbage game every year. God, dude. Let's get to the offseason. The Bills win the Super Bowl after it rigged us, and for those of you guys saying, oh, you wouldn't have been able to get up in time and spike the ball, I would have been able to get up in time, spike the ball at 20 seconds, been able to work with at least 2 or 3 plays, and then go from there. Those guys would be like, oh, you wouldn't have been able to do it. I probably would have been able to do it because the AI is moronic 90% of the time, and with this good of a team, I think I could have definitely done it. I drove down the field in one play, but the AI is just like, no, we're not going to let you go to the next play and spike the ball. We're just going to drain the clock, and then you can hear it in my controller where I'm going, trying to snap the ball, and it's like, no snap for you. Anyways, Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson wins another league MVP, and there are no awards here for the Los Angeles Chargers. That's fine. Let's see what we got here. I was really hoping that Toon would get Rookie of the Year. AFC West. Nobody retires in the AFC West, but we're going to see what we got for the player upgrades. Cassidy Toon, I hope this dude is an absolute stud, but let's see what we got here. We have, offensively, Curly's a star dev. That's fine. We got Palmer, of course. Quentin Johnson's star. Defensively, Toon's a superstar. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. Felton is a star dev. That's fine. He's going to be depth. And Thule gets star dev. He had 12 sacks, so I'm going to keep him at edge rusher. He's been doing great. Need to draft a middle linebacker at offensive tackle. And then offensively, I think overall we're good. I'm fine with the offensive line that we have. Maybe get a new right tackle rather than Trey Pipkins on the offensive line. But apart from that, let's move into the re-sign players. For the re-sign players, Keenan Allen only dropped 1 overall. Dude, 3 years is kind of a stretch, but sure, I'll keep you for the rest of the rebuild if I can. He resigns. He's an X-Factor. Zion Johnson. I don't want to accept his 5th-year option. Sebastian Joseph Day I can let walk. Eric Kendricks I wouldn't mind for 1 more year since he's a 77 superstar, so I'll keep him until the next guy comes in rotation. $32 million. I want a new right tackle. I want a defensive tackle, but let's move into free agency. After free agency, I got Joe Thuney and Eric Armstead as a depth defensive lineman until I can find an official starter, just like Eric Kendricks. But I moved Zion Johnson to right guard, but let's move into the draft. In the first round, yes, I know we don't necessarily need DB, but there's nothing wrong with having another one. He's 6'3", 208 out of North Carolina. Great speed, great acceleration, great agility, good strength. B man coverage, B zone coverage, B tackle, C catching D player rec is fine. He's 6'3", 208. Having more depth at DB would be even nicer, and there's not really any good defensive tackles on the board. So I'm going to take Jeff Laws here. Hidden development, 94 overall, 92 acceleration, 6'3", 208 is the main reason why I picked him out of North Carolina. Man-to-man guy, more depth for our DBs. Now we got Derwin, Toon, great depth at DBs, even though Asante Samuel Jr. is only an 85 overall. Amazing depth. This is great. And in the second round, I'm finding Terrell Charles, projection 3rd to 4th rounder, but since my scouting national focus was defensive tackle, and I put a scout for defensive tackle, projected talent 1 to 2. F&S moves, that's fine. A tackle, definitely more of a run stopper. Elite strength, elite acceleration is what I'm looking at here. A hit power, A impact blocking. 1 to 2 round talent in the 3rd round. Second round, late second round, I mean. Definitely take that for sure. Terrell Charles, 95 strength as a rookie is crazy. almost 400 pounds. Damn, that's a big boy. 47 change direction makes sense. How do you have 88 acceleration at 400 pounds? God, we already see the stats. Hidden Dev, he's gonna be a beast, dude. And with another third-round pick that I had 2 first-round picks because of the Mike Williams trade. Junior Bowie out of Iowa, 6'5", 300 pounds, 87 strength, 78 acceleration. Hidden Dev, A, finesse moves is the entire reason I got him. F, stamina, F, power moves, F, block shedding, B, tackle. So, again, just another run-stopper guy. It says speed rusher, not really, but he's another big guy to add depth at our D-line, which we need. Now, this is the team after the draft. I move Sayer, is that how you say it? Sailor? I'm stupid. You know what I mean. This guy from right guard to right tackle, Zion Johnson to a right guard, 78 overall. Joe Thuney's our top lineman now, just by 1 overall, of course. This is the team we got. Where's the guy that I picked out of East Carolina? I picked this guy in the 3rd round, Thomas, and he's 6'5". That's the only upside to him, really. But defensively here, what do we got? Knighton is a 65 overall. Charles is the big guy. Bowie is another guy that I chose. Junior Bowie. He was more of a speed rusher, they said. So I'm going to put him at, what do you call it, right end here, since the other guy is over on left end. I don't think these guys will develop into much considering they're such a low overall, but it's good. Laws is 77. He's already immediately going to be my DB2 over Cam Dantzler and Felton. So I think that was a great pick in the later round. I failed to really get a linebacker. I got Garrison in the 4th round. He's a projected UDFA, but 69 overall in the 4th round. Nice. Isn't really that bad. Charles, we're going to move up. I would like the defensive ends to be here, but they're not. Felton, I'll keep Cam Dantzler in the slot, and I want Quentin Johnson in the slot. Keenan Allen can play my 1. Palmer can be my 2, of course. And apart from that, guys, year number 3, I'm not going to fire Brandon Staley because I already upgraded his talent tree. I should have done that year number 2, but too little too late, and we were 12-5 last year, so won't make a difference here. Let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark because we are 3-3, third of the division. The Broncos are above us, which shouldn't be happening, and my team sucks. I swear. Do I have to change my playbooks every single year? Madden is so stupid, bro. But Cowboys, 4-2, scouting national focus. I improved my team, and they're just like, nah. The best we can do is nothing. But I'm scouting national focus to the middle linebacker here. Let's see what we got for the players ready to negotiate, and hopefully we can make the playoffs from there. Players ready to negotiate, $81 million to spend. Joey Bosa, of course, I want you back. Superstar X Factor. He has high interest with the team. I gave you a fair offer, and he's like, nah. Rashawn Slater, of course, I want you back. 5-year deal. He resigns. He had less interest than Joey Bosa, and he still resigned. JT Woods, if he wanted to be here, I wouldn't mind him as depth, but he doesn't want to be here. Isaiah Spiller can walk. I don't really need that right tackle. I can just draft someone that's similar overall. Eric Armstead, I wouldn't mind for another year, depending on how far he regresses. Eric Kendricks can walk. Corey Lindsley, just depends how far he regresses. Quentin Johnson, I'm not going to be playing a 5th year, so I don't need to worry about that option. But anyways, so let's move in to the playoffs. We finished 10-7, second division, comeback on the season. The Raiders and Broncos fall. I mean, the Raiders are a given, but we still missed the playoffs. That's how stacked the AFC is. Dude. Offensive passing game 8th, our rushing game trash. Defense is somehow 17th in points per game, but our defensive rushing game is 31st, even though I completely improved my defensive line. Sure, man. And also, I want to mention that I have arguably the best secondary in the entire game with Derwin James, Toon, that depth, and it's ranked 22nd. Nice. Thank you, EA. Herbert. Best season of the simulation, 13th best offense, defense 30th. Okay, sure. 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 106 pass rating is great season. Austin Eckler, 8 touchdowns, 4.0 per carry, 1,000 yards. He's just hit or miss, dude. Keenan Allen, 123 receptions, 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns. This is an amazing season. Quentin Johnson, similar season last year, 8 touchdowns, 950 yards. Joshua Palmer, mass season, and our tight end, mass season. Looking at it defensively, I mean, he did have 8 touchdowns. Eric Kendricks, 124 tackles for a loss, 19 for Joey Bosa. Sacks, 8 for Eric Armstead. Really, Eric Armstead was our top pass rusher on the team. Joey Bosa, step it up, dude. You're a 90 overall X Factor. Derwin James, 5 interceptions. Our rookie, Laws here. Hold up. Laws had 4 interceptions. Jeff Laws. Let's go, baby. Safeties, 1 for Joey Bosa. Defensive touchdowns is 0. But 10-7. It was a decent season, but we didn't make the playoffs. Super annoying. Let's get to the offseason. And the Bears managed to make it to the Super Bowl before the Chargers? Sure. Patrick Mahomes beats the Bears, aka the team that should have drafted him, with the Super Bowl MVP and the league MVP. Rashee Rice wins Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, you got Patrick Mahomes thrown to you. I would hope so. But let's see what we got here for the players ready to retire, not negotiate. I was about to say negotiate. AFC West, Eric Kendricks and Keenan Allen. God. Eric Kendricks, I don't mind, but Keenan Allen's a tough blow, especially with 124 receptions and 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns in a season. Now my top receiver is 82 overall, Josh Palmer. Great. I'm so excited. Defensively, let's see what we got. Any upgrades? Laws is a superstar. I told you was the right choice. Charles is a superstar as well. Eric Armstead I'm going to get rid of. These guys aren't bad. They're just not going to develop in time. This defense right here, this defense is ranked the 30th in the NFL. This offense, 13th. Okay, sure. Sure, EA. Have what you want. Let's get to the re-signings. For the re-signed players, Joey Bosa, don't be picky. I'll just give you player-friendly so you stay, even though you had a pretty underwhelming season for being a 90 overall X-Factor. Quentin Johnson, I don't need to sign you because I'm not playing a 5th season. Don't really want Eric Armstead back. And Corey Linsley, I'll have you for another year. I'm fine with that. Let's give you player-friendly so you stay. He resigns. Everyone else here, Eric Armstead, not really interested in. Those guys can walk. I'm going to see if I can get a new receiver 1 in free agency because we have $43 million to spend. Now, this is the team after free agency. A little bit underwhelming. I wanted to go after Ronnie Stanley. He had the highest interest, and we gave him the most money, and he was like, nah. Even had interest with the team. Cole Holcomb, we got him. We got a new kicker, and we got La'el Collins to play right tackle for us. So, I mean, I guess it wasn't all bad, but definitely not all good. Let's get to the draft. Herbert needs a new number 1 wide receiver, so I'm trading away pick number 7 in the draft, which I got from the Patriots for trading away Mike Williams, and my 2nd round pick for the wide receiver T. Higgins, who is a superstar dev, 92 overall. I need a new wide receiver 1. It's going to be T. Higgins. Now I'm trading away the rest of my draft capital. I literally only have a 7th round pick left. I've struggled with fixing the D-line, just like the Chargers have in real life, so I'm trading away a 1st, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. For Jonathan Allen, who's 31 years old. He's an X-Factor, but in real life, he wouldn't go for that much. He would go for like a 2nd and a 3rd, but this is Madden, so I'm fixing him. 4th and final year. I'm going all out. This is the team going into the 4th and final year. I think I built a pretty good team. 88 overall. T. Higgins is with us now. New top receiver. He's a higher overall than Keenan Allen, but he's a superstar, not an X-Factor. Of course, we got Jonathan Allen. We got Charles here. These guys aren't that good, but they can have development if you give them time. If this was a 10-year rebuild, 10-year, hinting, like the video, 100 likes, 10-year rebuild. No, I'm kidding. But no, literally. 88 overall team. I think the team looks great. EA, do not screw me over. I built a good team. It's an 88 overall. It's better than most teams. Let's get into the playoffs in the 4th and final season. Here we are in the playoffs, 11-6, 3rd in the division. The Chiefs finished 9-8, bottom of the division. That's EA simulation for you. Coming off a win to the Patriots, 24-19. Here to face the 11-6 Miami Dolphins. Keep in mind, the Raiders were like 5-12 in the previous season. Herbert, great season, 7th best offense, 20th best defense, sure. 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 115 pass rating is an amazing season for Herbert. 18 touchdowns, 4.0 carry average, my bad. 1,200 yards. T. Higgins, 102 receptions, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. This is the production I wanted. Quentin Johnson's been very solid throughout the rebuild, never broke 1,000 yards. Always in that, I think it was at 925, then it was like 950, now it's 930 with 3 touchdowns. Joshua Palmer, mid. Tight end's been putting up the same numbers the entire time, which is fine with me. I don't have to pay him. Cole Holcomb, 125 tackles for a loss, 20 for Jonathan Allen, sacks, 7 for Joey Bosa. Dude, you're an X-Factor and you've only put up 10.5 sacks is your peak right now. Interceptions, 4 for Cassidy Toon. Thank God, he looks amazing. Safeties, 1 for Jonathan Allen and 1 defensive touchdown for Cassidy Toon. But we're going to see what we got here against the Dolphins. I could definitely see us losing in this wild card here in the 4th and final season. Wouldn't be too upset. The Dolphins are a good team and somehow the Chiefs are at the bottom of the division. But we beat them 42-24. I got to hop into this. We're a 90 overall team against the 84 overall Bengals, and it's a rivalry game. It's a revenge game for T. Higgins. So we got to hop into this. We haven't even won a Super Bowl or a conference championship yet, so let's see what we got. Dude, why is it so bright? What are these shaders, dude? Why is it so bright? EA can't even get their game right in any part or any aspect of the game, but they're going to take their final timeout Won't matter. We're just going to finish out the game. And that is going to be the game as your Los Angeles Chargers are heading back to the conference championship in year number 4. Let's move into it. T. Higgins gets his revenge on the Cincinnati Bengals here to face the 11-6 Broncos, who took the division over us. Not the division, just the next up spot from us. So let's go to their home and defeat them to move to the Super Bowl. Here we are in Mile High Stadium. We're going to start out with nothing and keep punting in our opponent's territory for no reason. Stop doing that. Wish I could program the AI to be aggressive, bro. Like, I want my coach to be aggressive. 10-7 here, 13-7. Really low scoring game here. 16-7 and 16-14. Somehow our defense only holds them to 14th, our 30th ranked defense, and we're off to the Super Bowl. And the Chargers have made it to the Super Bowl to face the 13-4 Bears just to blow it. I can't wait. Let's see what the Bears have for a quarterback. I don't believe that they're making it back-to-back with Justin Fields here. They are. He's a superstar now. They got Cam Akers at a running back, DJ Moore, a new guy, Aaron Reed, Darnell Mooney, I guess. Sure. Let's see what we got here, though, for the team upgrades before we move into this and move in to the final game of this episode. Thuney gets offensive lineman of the year, gets superstar dev. T. Higgins gets X Factor, that's well deserved. Defensively, Laws already has superstar dev, already knew that. And Toon gets superstar X Factor. So we have Derwin James as a 99 and Toon, who is a 91 X Factor right now. Beast picks. Laws looks sick as well. If I was doing a 10-year rebuild, we would be balling for a long time. But if you want that 10-year rebuild, 100 likes and comment down below. Top comment gets it. But let's see what we got against the Chicago Bears and end this video off with a Super Bowl win. Here we are against the Chicago Bears. They're going to start out with nothing. We're going to start out with 7. They're going to start out with nothing again. We're going to come back, put another 7 on them. They're finally going to put their first 3 on the board. We're going to put another 7 on them right before half. They're putting up their first 7, 21-10, fourth quarter. Not even close, dude. It's not even close. I don't know how our defense, our 30th ranked defense in the NFL, is holding them to 10 points, but 28-10 as the Los Angeles Chargers win the Super Bowl. That felt a lot easier than the previous season, and the season before that, I mean, when we faced the Bills in the conference championship. Let's see who the Super Bowl MVP is. Your Super Bowl MVP is Cole Holcomb, so I guess he got like a couple picks or maybe a pick 6. Lamar Jackson wins another league MVP. I'm pretty sure that's the 3rd one of this rebuild. No other awards here for the Los Angeles Chargers, but we won the Super Bowl, so that's all that matters. Make sure you guys like and or subscribe. I hope you guys all enjoyed this rebuild. Built an 89 overall team, 88 overall team, correcting myself. Justin Herbert's a 99. Built a great defense, but even though they're 30th in the NFL, I still built a great roster, I should say. But anyways, guys, apart from that, thank you guys all for watching. See you guys all in the next one.